Hello there, ladies and gentlemen. This is Glaciercano here today to play LEGO Star Wars The Skywalker Saga on the Xbox Series X. And oh man, this game I am so excited for because I've heard nothing but glowing reviews, and to the point where people are saying could this be the best LEGO game ever created? And it would probably be pretty fitting considering that the original LEGO game was LEGO Star Wars. As it should have been, because holy crap, when that originally came out, I played it on GameCube and it was just literally a dream come true for me as a kid, and it felt like this shouldn't be possible. How is this game even a thing? And I played it for however many hours it took to 100% it multiple times. So I've always been a big fan of LEGO, and you know me, my favorite game in the LEGO series so far has been LEGO City Undercover. So let's see if this game can actually stand up to those very high standards of an open world, happy-go-lucky LEGO time as that. But before I even start, I probably should mention something that this game really does have a very good kind of handle of. It's just the fact that it has a subtitle text size that even the medium size for the preview, that's already really good. Then you can even make it even larger. If you had a 4K TV that this is being displayed on, even then, there's no way you'd have troubles reading the text for subtitles. And still, increasingly nowadays, companies need to maybe take a look at this and go, oh yeah, we should do that. So, either way though, let's get right into things and see what we can see. I'm thinking that if you actually have to choose where you're gonna start with, I'm probably even just gonna go mostly in order of the trilogies here, but oh, what? So it does, this is so weird. So it is kind of segmented into the episodes, and I guess that each of the trilogies has the first little section unlocked to begin with. It's kind of funny that it starts you directly on A New Hope, which, fair enough in a way, because it is the original 1977 Star Wars movie, but I still feel like it just makes sense, at least for myself personally, to start where it all began, and that is The Phantom Menace for the LEGO Star Wars, because I want to see, in compare and contrast, how they did the LEGO Star Wars of this, kind of remastered and remade into the new age of whatever they're doing here, because still, I've heard a lot of good things, but is the RPG system really worth it? Let's find out. Oh no, copyright. Oh no, copyright. I might need to skip some stuff. At least this is one of the most beautiful Star Wars crawls that I've ever seen though, because this actually does look 60 FPS. And even in the theaters, they never really do that for text stuff. Yeah, the one good thing about me skipping that is that there wasn't really anything particularly new in that opening crawl. It is pretty much exactly the same as the movie itself. That and this is just straight up the same. Even right down to that guy's hat!
The ambassadors for the Supreme Chancellor request permission to board.
Am I still in shot? Had a bit on the dolph. Yes, of course. As you know, our blockade is perfectly legal.
Oh no.
I have a bad feeling about this.
Well, see, and I think they started the conflict initially, because this ambassador ship shouldn't be just destroying stuff like that. Use the left on your stick to turn the ship left and right, because, instead of just doing barrel rolls. Uh-oh. Oh, there we go. I'd rather... Oh, no. Pauses the game just for this tutorial. Until you press the exact button that it wants on the screen. I did not expect this to start with... Yeah, if turning feels wrong... Wait, what? Round or too sensitive, you can always adjust these settings at any time. Yeah, well, I thought that it was meaning just
We've been cleared for boarding.
change it completely.
Time for us to get these negotiations underway.
Alright. Instead, you should be trying to boost using the right stick instead or something. Although actually, in a way, that probably would be more of my style of flying. Just make it straight up the same as like in Battlefront. But yeah, let's go to this Trade Federation battleship, because I guess that even though it looks like you have like full control of this, you don't really. You're just kind of stuck in place here. I'm flying so quick, but I'm not moving at all. I'm stuck in molasses. Oh no. Anyway, let's get into a mission. Yes. Let us land and conquer. Because still, apparently they already were the hostile ones by destroying that one droid on the way here. Man. Who knew the Jedi were so ruthless? Until, still, watching episode 1 initially anyway. So I always thought that was weird, like back in the day when you just like see that they just use the Force like this. Just pretend there's a droid in my hand. And then just like, they throw them and stuff. But yeah, I do like the way that they kind of have the controls so far, because it always was kind of strange in a way that you could never really use the Force on just like whatever you wanted to. Oh boy, that does half health of damage. That's good to know, but man, poor Obi-Wan. Let's see, the control, oh, okay. I'm just trying to test some stuff on you there. Obi-Wan, don't mind me. So I was just trying to like see if there was a way of like switching characters with them, but I think that I might just be stuck. Oh, okay. It's left bumper now. It's not the Y button like it always has been since the beginning of age, the beginning of time. But yeah, like I like how fluid everything does look. This is incredible. Just for a Lego game. Like this, the 60 FPS kind of style, plus the ability just to pick up anything that you want. It is interesting to note as well that I think that there is a bit of a run button now too, which is kind of cool. But that's the thing, is like me being the OCD person I am, I kind of need to destroy a little bit before I go and talk with this protocol droid there. I don't remember what that one's called in the movie, but it did have a very lovely voice. Oh, yeah. The one thing that I'm gonna have to get used to in this version of lightsaber combat, though, for Lego, is that, like, you don't actually have the double jump slam that you used to have, which was super, super overpowered. And I mean, I always used to love using that constantly, because then you don't need to worry at all. Oh, bam! But still, that is really cool, though, I gotta say. It is also interesting that, oh, that's what that is! What? The lightsaber throws are incredibly far. Like, and it's good at least that the studs don't immediately despawn, but they do still despawn pretty quick, all things considered. I think the ideal Lego game, they probably would have a little bit less, well, a little bit more time on the despawn. Like, we have the technology nowadays that it doesn't really matter if you have, like, literally hundreds and thousands of little particles on the screen at once, so, like, still, why even have them despawn? Just let them stay there, because everyone needs is a good stud. That's right. Need all the Lego studs. Ugh. Just gotta get up top of this. So I was just gonna destroy our way out of here. But yeah, if you just hold down the right trigger, you can just like throw your lightsaber across the entire room. Also, it looks like you can even just like defend like you would in Battlefront, so like, it's weird that they kind of went along the lines of like, this is Lego Star Wars, but Battlefront edition. So it almost feels like to begin with, but it's a good feeling though. Because then you at least kind of have like an initial feeling of what it should be like. But yeah, I guess it's just left and right bumper to switch characters of whoever you have with you. But
welcome, ambassadors.
Hello.
I am TC-14, at your service. We are greatly honored by your visit, ambassadors. This way, please.
Oh, yes, it is an honor as well for us. An honor to go into your ship and just force smash. Because... okay, sort of works the way I want it to, but takes an extra second sometimes. Okay.
I still have a bad feeling about this, you know.
Don't center on your anxieties, Obi-Wan. Keep your concentration here and now, where it belongs.
But Master Yoda said I should be mindful of the future.
But not at the expense of the moment. Be mindful of the living force, young man.
Yes, Master.
It is really cool, though, that they are basically having the exact dialogue from the movies just kind of redone and put in like this, though. Because, still, this is what happens. Oh, boy. This is what happens all behind the scenes whenever they're cutting between the shots. Qui-Gon and Obi-Wan are just like smashing things up and scaring droids on the other side of this wall, it sounds like. But like, I think that's another thing that I've been really enjoying, at least from what I've seen of this, is that everything just is completely built out of Lego. It's not even just standard, ow, everything hurts too, but everything's not just standard video game three-dimensional environments. This is just like meticulously handcrafted almost. And that is still, when I was saying before that like that game originally was a dream come true, like I know for people that are initially playing this game, like I wouldn't even be able to imagine being a kid and seeing this for the first time thinking like they just animated a toy. It's real life now. How is this possible? But yeah, I think this should be our door here.
Make yourselves comfortable. My master will be with you shortly.
How do you think this trade viceroy will deal with the Chancellor's demands?
Tutorial. Hold B to pick up the target object with the Force. Yeah, because I think that's specifically it, is that you have to hold it down.
These Federation types are cowards. The negotiations will be short.
When they finally begin, you mean? Is it in their nature to make us wait this long?
No, I sense an unusual amount of fear for something as trivial as this trade dispute.
It's such a weird thing that this is... Oh. That, TC-14 or whatever its name is, just doesn't really have the chairs set up for us. We have to use the Force in order to fix it. They're just like, oh, well, I mean, you're a Jedi, you can deal with that. The room's kind of in disarray, I mean, and we are trying to deal with ambassadors very well, but we don't actually have, like, chairs set up, we don't have drinks, we don't have anything. It's such a weird kind of concept, but it's a good test of the Force. Yay! Everyone party!
That didn't sound trivial.
Oh, yeah. I never even realized it's the same kind of poison as, like, what, the good old-fashioned Bosk uses. Tutorial. There's so many tutorials. Press X to start an attack combo. And now try another attack. Oh, what? Okay, so you have to press different buttons while you go, but X is specifically the start always. That is interesting. So I guess, like, X then A is probably always the best one in a way, because then you can just juggle your opponents into submission. Oh, man. It is interesting, though, that so far it doesn't seem like there's actually, like, a stud total that you need to get for a level. And it's not just like, oh, you get the true Jedi ranking. You need to do that. But, I don't know. I still feel the need to destroy. Partially because it's just in my nature. I just like breaking stuff. But, whether it's on purpose or by accident. But yeah, let's try this. It's not so much about throwing my lightsaber, I just wanna... Oh yeah, so that does work pretty well. I mean, it's not as overpowered as the original deflection of blasters, but... it's still pretty nice and effective. Yeah, I'm gonna... Okay, so these things do work. They're just... You have to be careful when you pick them up just in case you accidentally explode things. Ah! It's interesting, though, that they don't, like, blow up in one hit, basically. Or maybe even, like, two, technically, because these battle droids, they never really could stand up very well to lightsaber hits. They're kind of like it's paper mache. I don't know, that's probably even stronger than what it should be. But yeah, it's fun so far, but it's still like so strange compared to what I'm used to for Lego Star Wars games. Ah, here we go. Oh, because I was just waiting for being able to like pick up one of those droids. The real question is, can I pick up a droideka? Because those destroyers, like that would be the real, like, the real weakness, all things considered. And like, I like the details too about that when you actually get ripped apart like that, they have to put you back together. The feet first, of course. But, anything to pick up with the Force here? Ah! Yeah, throw lightsaber would be a bad idea against this kind of enemy. But, oh yeah, you can. Okay, this is gonna be very overpowered. Like, you, over here. Oh, see, this is the time where you throw the lightsaber, though. It's like, even just having that common of a lightsaber throw for yourself. Like, in all Jedi, I'm assuming, can probably do that too pretty easily. That, like, that's really good. Overpowered technique, potentially already, but I think just in general, the Jedi are going to be pretty overpowered in this game compared to, all of the other pieces and stuff. But yeah, I think more than anything else, I should probably be just destroying things and going around just to see if I can find any secrets. Because there's bound to be something hidden away in here, right? It can't just be a pure old linear path to start off the game. Because what if there's like MIDI kits and stuff that I'm missing? And those are pretty spectacular. Oh man. It's not quite circular because we can't do that here, but let's do a little bit of this. Well, I mean, I cut a hole, but it got a lot bigger than that.
We have to get down to the planet and warn them anew. Let's still aboard one of these ships.
I do like as well that they actually are using Lego fire. Because that usually doesn't happen either. No, I'd rather not continue the story yet. I just want to do a little bit of this. Huh. Well, I guess, like, look at all these guys. They're just like, whoa! We destroyed their ship! Victory! Yeah. Yet I think it kind of is victory for them because there's nothing I can do to attack them from here. But, yeah, like, if this is actually just the continuation of the story, I might just do a real quick little sweep of the area. Also, it looks like there is... Oh boy, there's a galaxy map, for one. For two... I wish that we actually had, like, a... Okay, we do have a proper mini-map. It doesn't show if there's any secrets that I'm missing, but I'm assuming there might be a secret down here. So, detours ahoy. I know, like, I've been going a little bit slower just to start things off with, but when you get into a new Lego Star Wars game, you just gotta get your bearings and see what your force powers are really like. Because, still, they are pretty frightening how powerful they can be. What the heck is this? Oh man! Because, like, that looks like the original Lego Star Wars cover. Oh man. The real question, though, is why they're just there as like a little Easter egg and not a collectible. I want to collect stuff. I want pieces of delightful memorabilia to keep with me and cherish very deeply. like still that cover of the original Lego Star Wars game, but yeah, so I guess that there are kind of like little mini secrets around, but like there might be also something in that one too. Let's just double check. It's a good thing that they have this mini map the way it is, just to check, but yeah. I guess sometimes you just gotta use a force to blast things in half, but there's nothing really to be seen. Alright, let's continue this story. Let's go find our Jar Jar friend.